Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Jayth. Welcome back to another episode of Road to Earnings. Me and Sales have been absolutely popping off. We've been playing so much better. We've been improving so much. So I know you guys are going to like this video. Make sure to leave a like and a sub if you do. And let's get right into it. So me and Sales played the Duo Cash Cup on Monday. This is the one that I was extremely hungover for. This was Monday, July 4th. We ended in 65th with 129 points. I think Qual ended up being like 137 or something. I don't know, but we were really close. And I could definitely see a lot of improvements from our gameplay. Getting into the very first game, we got to a fight and Sales kind of just got jumped on and insta-killed. I almost 1v2'd them, but I couldn't. Ultimately, I go down. And this next game, we were going to key, and we started to use pre-edits. You'll see us use a lot of pre-edits in this game, with my low ping being like 15 and under most of the time. Pre-edits are really good, so we started taking advantage of that, and you'll see how we do that, and it's definitely a really good way to end fights early. Sal's is going to clean up this guy, and we can move on to our next fight. Now, when we go for pre-edits here, because I'm the one that is setting up the pre-edits, Sales is going to have to do the tarping over. So I'm going to let him go first. I'm going to set up the pre-edit. He's going to full tarp since I can't build walls. I'm going to hold, place the cone, and that's a free kill. I'm holding because I thought that he would, spray the wall, but he had no ammo. So we're just going to grab the loot really quick, and then we can just run out and get the second kill in a second here. This guy was 1 HP anyway. Quick 2 free kills, no damage taken. Another pre-edit right here. Double pump him, free kill. Full boxed. He's gonna get out. I'm gonna finish the kill, and Sale is going to finish that guy off as a solo. Now look how easy pre-edits are, and look how quickly they end a fight. I'm gonna double spray together. I'm gonna throw all those pre-edited walls right there. Boom. Dead. Insta. So this helped our W key game out so much. So we go into this end game with 13 kills, and it's definitely a bit of a moving zone here. It's not super stacked, but it's not dead by any means. Now we're feeling it here. We had a lot of kills. I was definitely playing a little bit aggro by myself. I had to get up front. I'm gonna make sure I block my back because I was definitely alone, and those guys were definitely pissed off that I was spraying them. Now Sales went up one more, and I didn't know that. I'm like, what is going on, bro? Just get to me. So we're just gonna group back up. I'm gonna tarp ahead, and I thought I got this wall, but I don't. I tried to put a cone in here, didn't go through. I'm gonna pre-piece all this just in case he drops, but they don't. At this point, I'm just gonna get ahead, and now we can look at them from where they have to escape. Sales is gonna spray the wall. I perfectly timed that pump shot. I'm gonna take the top back, and from this point we just need to get ahead because we're gonna get held. This guy starts to spray us a little bit. Oh, and they took out combats, which is awesome for comp. Awesome. We played the Performance Cup yesterday, and the games were so much better without the combat SMGs, so I'm really happy about that. I'm going to go up one here, and when I see that height is this stacked, I'm going to say we need to look at height, or else they're just going to keep spraying us over and over again. Sales fries one, and then we double spray their metal together, and they must have been out of builds because when we go up, they're nowhere to be found. Now we're going to spray the front kids because those are the ones that could take height. And after we spray them, I'm going to connect so now they can't chomp us as easily. Sales is going to drop a little bit to try to get some kills, get us some extra points here. And at some point, I just say, I am down, and I'm going to drop in at 2. Look for as many kills as we can. I'm trying to pressure these guys down. I don't have an angle here, but Just me doing that makes them drop because they know that height is on them. Now, after I get all that damage on them, I am just going to get in. I know how low they are. There's one. I hear sales comm that this guy's 1 HP who's coming to me, so I'm just going to get in on him too. Free kills. Now I'm dropping down looking for kills. And there's one duo and 2 solos. We wipe out the duo there, and now we just need to focus on the solo. And just so we don't risk anything, we're going to pop minis and bigs, or minis and splashes. And from that point, we're just going to go up on him. He's a solo. If we go up together, we're full health. We're going to win that fight. First, we just have to spray up a little bit. Claim all these builds. Now, at this point, I'm like, alright, I'm going up. I've got a lot of mats. Here I go. I hit him with a nice cone right here. Oh, it misses him. And that's game. Clean 120. It's a 43 points or 46 points going into our third game, but the timing was like the first game because we died off spawn. Now we set up a trap right here this third game, and we fry this guy, and our plan was to hit the tree on him, but the tree just wouldn't go through the builds like it normally does. So we're gonna break all of these trees out, and none of them hit them. Obviously right here they were a little bit higher, but like this one and some of the other ones, they just don't hit. And I feel like that is pretty unlucky. So we probably could have won that fight, but instead we're just gonna go play for endgame, because you know there's no point in taking a build fight. But just like Jarian on a Friday night, there are 2 kids camping in his bedroom. So we're just gonna go down insta, and that was really bad for timing wise. That was probably why we didn't qual right there. But nonetheless, you know, we get looted, we survive off spawn, and we're gonna play our next endgame. And this one was actually really stacked. I remember seeing a lot of pro names in this game. There was Moving Surge, and we pulled some good zones here, so our mats were still pretty good. Now this is the point where I'm gonna sprint ahead and wood a little bit. I'm gonna slide. It is so laggy. This guy's like in my box. The edits just won't go off. I'm chilling now, and now I'm gonna sprint and wood again. Like the edits just won't go. Look at this. Ahead, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna switch to hards because now we're in zone. I'm gonna armor our floors so we don't get shot down. And we're just gonna look back and spray. Now it does pull back, so we could have keyed that guy, but I thought that it went through our old builds, so that's where I'm gonna go. These guys are gonna armor us off. I'm gonna go for another wall here. At this point, I'm just staying ahead. Now, when I get dropped here, I went all the way through, so Sales at this point should just get to me, which is what he does. And we can just continue to play this layer. Now, I calm that it's not my brick wall, so we're just going to take it. See if there's anything on the other side there, but we don't see anything. Zone pulls, now I'm just trying to get ahead. That was kind of risky because it wasn't our top. Now at this point, since we have so many splashes, it's really important that we do not die with them. So this is what I'm saying, like, yo, let's just chill, let's play our splashes. Now with that refresh, we can build in just a little bit more. And we can play our splashes again if we need to. Just gonna sit here because everything looked really sketch. And zone plays back, so at that point it paid off that we just sat here. Now you can see we're just lurking here. We're just waiting for any kill. Maybe a guy who has no mats lurking in the back. But either way, we have the opportunity to do this because of our white heals. And we find a team that's fighting. We're just gonna get in. They throw us the body. Sales gets in, gets another kill. I have so many splashes. We just need to live pretty much. And I get pumped with so many mats, so many splashes. I could have grappled to zone, but Sales made it out. So because that team got that one wall, it kind of screwed up everything here. Sales clutches up what he can, but a top 5 is not bad at all. Top 5 will definitely play. Now, this game was kind of funny. We got fried from every team with Augs in the whole game. For some reason, we were just like getting lobby focused, and I think we had like Skittles or someone on our back, and his aim is absurd. He was just shooting us in the back the entire rotate, and then we didn't pull any zones, so our mats are miserable. You can see I'm like 0-0-2-0. So on this rotate here, it's gonna be rough, right? And all these teams, or a lot of these teams, haven't even went yet as well. There's also server lag. You can see there's like 52 up, and we end up getting in a fight with Booga and Miro, which leads to Miro sending me a DM on Twitter, and he's talking shit. He's like, "You are not an IGL." He was probably just heated in the moment, but I'm surprised I didn't get the Booga and Miro block. Sales is going to get the finish onto Miro, and then he's going to get all the mats and try to get in, but you know, this is pretty much hopeless. Even if he builds right away here, it's just over. The whole lobby is looking at him. So that game was definitely the worst game of the Cash Cup. That is what you call a 2.20-minute game. That is like the most miserable thing ever. It would have been better if we just died off spawn than to play that. Because we just wasted so much time. Now off spawn, we're able to clean up a nice little fight here, get us some surge, and this was the game that turned everything around, and this is the game that I thought we played really well. We made some really good rotates going into this zone to save us a lot of mats. I'm still pretty much 4.5, 4. Sales is gonna cap me out. Now I'm 4.5, 5. We're gonna get a pretty good pull. It definitely favors us, except for the fact that there's a lot of people on that hill and we have to get up and over it. And they're all going to be looking down on us. That is the only problem with that zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pre-tarp a little bit. Now with this pre-tarp, I'm just hoping that I can just use wood and not hards. But someone's gonna see it, and now we actually get caught in the back a little bit. So this team is, I see them with the window open, so I can't go up, I have to go down here, but this will run us right into the hill and right into another team. So we need to find a way out here. I'm gonna go into storm and I'm gonna start sprinting, and this way we can come around everyone here and splash. I'm gonna wait for Sales, make sure we splash, but I knew he had some of his own. I accidentally boxed this guy. His teammate's on my back, so I just let Sales kill him. Grab the finish, and now my mats are even better.
Sales takes the initiative and goes ahead. I'm gonna drop with him. Now I'm like, let me tarp. Sales does a good job getting us in here. He's gonna drop me a flop, so our health is still pretty good. Now when zone pulls back, you know, I can be the first one here, and I'm looking at height, but they're already connected right above us, so they're obviously pretty established. And now I just want to look for double sprays. So we're gonna group up and we're gonna try to beam something together here. Eventually. Well, also another thing is, you see how I just used wood for that short little period? That's something that's really good to do when you're not staying in the same spot. Use wood. Now that we're gonna sit here and chill, that's why I built the brick. We're gonna get some good beams together. But using the wood there is really effective. It saves you a lot of mats for the later zones, a lot of hards. I accidentally fell there. It almost cost us. Up a little bit. So I see that height is only 2 layers above us here, and they're definitely focusing us. Now when zone pulls to the left, I ask Sales if we have splashes, so we're gonna sneak up and do a height flank. A full box one. I missed my second pump, but I still get height. Now I think they're gonna go for it because they hit me really hard, but they must have been low on mats because they don't go for it, and Sales pressures them down. He's gonna splash me, and he only has 8 builds, and so it's pretty much all up to me here. And then I realize I have the harpoon. A little too late. I think I probably could have gotten more loot earlier if I would have noticed it right away. But that's pretty much going to save our game. If we can find a body to harpoon, we can continue to play height. Because right now I only have 2 wood. Sales gets the kill on that. I'm going to try to drop for it, but there's a player there. And now I just have to run up because that guy came from Storm and he built, so I couldn't get the harpoon angle. This kid is literally in his cone. So this is getting really scary. I can't find a way up. I'm gonna get that kill, and that is so big. Now we get the siphon mats there, or more than siphon mats, like 115 or 11.5. I'm gonna drop Sales some builds, and at this point we can just spray. I harpoon that sub for Sales too. If he doesn't want the hammer, he can just switch at this point, because we definitely have max ammo from all the kills we've gotten. And this is the classic get ahead and spray on height. Now I'm gonna go for the harpoon right as Sales drops. I accidentally harpoon him out. And it's a 2v2 at this point here, and I'm telling Sales to just get in zone. I actually get the knock on that guy, he dies to Storm. Sales pops a flopper, he makes it in fine. And now because it's a 2v1 and we don't have any whites, we're going to want to fight, and we don't want it to go to heal off, because if he has whites, that's his only win condition here. If we just get in on him, then we'll probably win. So we're going to drop and get in. And Sales hits a nice shot, and that is a huge win to put us all the way up to 121 points. That height flank was really good. Pretty much won us the game. And this is where things go wrong. So we pulled like probably 4 zones in Chonkers. We were here so early, we saved so many mats until half pulled like just barely away from us, and we tried to rotate into it, and we got lobby focused, and I lost about 300 of each hards. So Sales split me his, but it definitely cooked all of our hard mats literally right before endgame after being fine the whole time. So when we go to play in this endgame, all we needed was about 10 points. We needed to get to about 132 or 134, something like that, and we couldn't do it here. We didn't find any refreshes either. We're waiting back here looking for someone to come through here, but we couldn't find anything. And then this rotate was also pretty bad. I should have just edited that wall. I'm focusing on just getting us in zone. And now when it pulls far here, we just have to break together. It's also really laggy. I'm just going to sprint ahead, and now I'm just going to full tarp to not risk anyone coming from our head. And I'm using wood, but I'm only 300 middle. I'm going to get up one because I see this team right on my right. Sales dropped me the hards that he has, but it's not a lot. I'm trying to save maps. I'm doing a stair tarp to get us ahead. Now, because I didn't have a lot of mats, I was not building my cones, and we're just going to get dropped in. I take the wall and try to get out, and I do for a second here, and I do have splashes, so there is chance for me to clutch this. I only need about 5 more points. Used a splash preemptively. I should have popped my mini first. At this point, I only have 10 builds, though. My shotgun was not out. And I drop on this guy's head. I'm going to kill one here. But I slide down the hill, I couldn't get the finish, and this kid is going to pump me in the head. I tried to slide under his wood builds. So we end up not qualing. We were both pretty bummed about that. But it was still a major improvement from last Cash Cup. If you guys recall, last Cash Cup we got about 102 points. And this time I feel like we made a lot more endgames and we were playing a lot more together. So besides playing that Cash Cup this week, we also played a Performance Cup on Wednesday night. And we played really well in that. We actually made finals, which is the first time we've made a finals together. So that is going to be the next video, and I can't wait to show you guys that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, what else you want to see more of or less of. Let me know what you think about the series and if you enjoy it. And make sure to drop a like and a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.